Welcome to today's video from Preppers Community, your go-to source for survival strategies, food security, and staying ahead of the next big crisis. What if I told you that the next major grocery store crisis is already unfolding, and most people don't even see it coming? Supply chains are breaking down, inflation is spiraling out of control, extreme weather is crippling agriculture, and the result? Essential canned foods, ones you depend on, could soon be worth a fortune. Imagine this, you walk into your local store expecting to grab a few pantry staples, but instead you find empty shelves, price tags that make no sense, and a sense of panic in the air. What used to be a cheap and reliable food source is suddenly either completely gone or selling for 5 times the price. That's not just a theory, it's already happening in pockets around the world. And today, we're uncovering 5 canned foods that are skyrocketing in value. If you don't act now, you might miss your chance to stock up before it's too late. And here's the kicker. Item number 1 is something almost no one is talking about, but in the coming months, it could become the single most valuable item in your prepper pantry. So before we get started, hit that like button to help more people see this critical information. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Preppers Community and turn on notifications, so you never miss an urgent update that could protect you and your family. Let's dive in. Number 5, canned beets. Most people overlook beets when thinking about high-value prepper foods, but that's a critical mistake. In the coming months, this nutrient-packed root vegetable could become one of the most sought-after canned goods on the market, and here's why. Extreme weather patterns, supply chain instability, and rising agricultural costs have put global beet production at serious risk. Farmers across Eastern Europe and North America, 2 of the largest beet-producing regions, have reported severe disruptions due to erratic planting seasons, unexpected frosts, and soil degradation. These issues have crippled harvest yields, leading to major bottlenecks in processing and distribution. But the real concern isn't just a smaller harvest, it's who's competing for the available supply. Beets have gained massive popularity among athletes and health-conscious consumers due to their high nitrate content, which boosts circulation, improves endurance, and enhances oxygen flow to muscles. This means demand is surging at the same time that production is struggling to keep up. When health trends drive up demand while supply shrinks, prices explode. And that's exactly what's happening. For preppers, canned beets offer a nutritional powerhouse that can last years on the shelf while still retaining its rich antioxidants, essential minerals, and natural energy-boosting compounds. And as the cost of fresh produce skyrockets, people are turning to canned alternatives, pushing prices even higher, and making beets a valuable commodity in any long-term food storage plan. With unpredictable weather, inflation, and global supply chain issues accelerating, canned beets won't just be a smart prepper investment, they could soon be a luxury item. If you don't already have them in your pantry, now is the time to stock up before they disappear or become unaffordable. Number 4, canned pasta sauce. This one might seem surprising at first, but canned pasta sauce is on its way to becoming a luxury item. What was once an affordable and abundant staple is now at the mercy of crippling agricultural shortages, supply chain breakdowns, and skyrocketing costs. If you think pasta sauce will always be easy to find, think again. The warning signs are everywhere. Tomato crops are in serious trouble. Farmers across Europe and North America, the world's leading producers of processing tomatoes, are struggling to meet demand due to a perfect storm of agricultural disasters. Severe droughts, record-breaking heat waves, and rising fertilizer costs have made large-scale tomato farming a logistical nightmare. In some regions, water restrictions are forcing farmers to abandon entire fields, leading to plummeting yields and escalating prices. But farming struggles are just the beginning. The entire supply chain is under immense pressure. Fuel shortages are making it more expensive to transport raw tomatoes to processing plants, increasing the overall cost of production. Factory slowdowns caused by labor shortages and energy crises mean fewer cans are making it to store shelves. Social media-driven panic buying can wipe out inventory overnight, making restocking even more unpredictable. The problem is pasta sauce isn't just a convenience food, it's a necessity for millions. It's not just for spaghetti, it's a base for soups, casseroles, lasagnas, and countless survival meals. If supplies tighten further, or if another crisis sends prices surging, a single can of pasta sauce could cost 2, 3, or even 5 times more than what you pay today. Once people realize what's happening, shelves will be cleared in an instant. This isn't just a nice-to-have prepper item. It's a critical food staple that stores well enhances meals, and is already showing signs of becoming scarce. Stock up now while prices are still reasonable, because soon this kitchen essential could be a rare find. Number 3. Canned pineapple. It might seem like nothing more than a tropical indulgence, but canned pineapple is rapidly becoming a high-value commodity. What was once a widely available pantry staple is now on the verge of severe shortages and dramatic price hikes. And most people don't even realize it yet. The reason is simple. Tropical agriculture is in turmoil. Global climate shifts are throwing pineapple production into complete chaos. Countries like Thailand, the Philippines, Costa Rica, and Brazil, some of the world's biggest pineapple exporters, are battling unpredictable weather patterns, intense droughts, and devastating storms that have slashed crop yields and driven costs through the roof. Farmers who once relied on stable growing conditions are now dealing with excessive heat waves, prolonged dry spells, and sudden floods, all of which wreak havoc on plantations. And it's not just the weather. The rising cost of fertilizers is crippling farmers. Essential nutrients like nitrogen-based fertilizers have doubled or even tripled in price, making it nearly impossible for many small and mid-sized growers to afford full-scale planting. As a result, pineapple production is shrinking, and global supply chains are feeling the squeeze. But the problem doesn't stop at the farms. Transportation issues are making things even worse. Port delays and ongoing labor shortages are slowing shipments by weeks, sometimes even months. With fewer cargo containers available and rising fuel prices driving up the cost of international transport, it's becoming more expensive and far less predictable to get pineapples from plantations to processing facilities, then onto grocery store shelves. And here's where things get even more concerning. Demand for canned pineapple is exploding. It's a key ingredient in sweet and sour dishes, desserts, and smoothies, staples in many cultures around the world. It's a holiday essential, often panic-bought in bulk for festive meals and special occasions. The juice and food industries are competing for the same limited supply, driving prices even higher. Once retailers realize they can't restock fast enough, prices will spike, and panic buying will clear out what's left. We've seen this happen with other canned goods before, and canned pineapple is next on the list. If you don't already have canned pineapple in your prepper pantry, now is the time to act. With tropical agriculture on shaky ground, global demand soaring, and supply chain disruptions only worsening, this once common canned fruit could soon be incredibly rare or unbelievably expensive. Number 2. Canned olives. The olive industry is facing an unprecedented crisis, and the ripple effects are already spreading across global markets. What was once a widely available and affordable staple is now becoming harder to find and significantly more expensive. If you think canned olives will always be stocked on grocery store shelves, think again, because the warning signs are everywhere and time is running out. From scorching heat waves in Spain to unexpected deep freezes in Greece, the world's top olive-producing regions are being battered by extreme and unpredictable weather patterns that are devastating harvest yields. Olives require stable growing conditions and years of cultivation before they reach peak production. But with erratic climate shifts, farmers are now reporting massive declines in output. Entire plantations are struggling to recover from droughts, while unexpected cold snaps have wiped out crops overnight. And it's not just the climate crisis that's fueling this shortage. Production costs are skyrocketing as inflation drives up the price of farming equipment, fertilizers, and transportation, making it more expensive than ever to harvest, process, and ship olives to global markets. Meanwhile, demand is surging faster than suppliers can keep up. Health-conscious consumers are stockpiling canned olives due to their rich antioxidants and heart-healthy fats, further reducing available inventory. Import delays are making certain olive varieties disappear completely, and with fewer shipments arriving from Mediterranean exporters, shelves are emptying faster than usual. Price spikes are already happening, and according to industry experts, the worst is yet to come. But here's the shocking part. Most people don't realize that when olive oil demand surges, fewer whole olives are reserved for canning. Because olive oil production is far more profitable than selling whole olives, farmers and manufacturers are diverting their harvests away from canning facilities and into oil extraction, which means that entire shipments once destined for store shelves are now being processed into oil. Instead, the result is fewer canned olives available for purchase, And when supply tightens while demand rises, prices can skyrocket overnight. This isn't just a theory, it's already happening. In multiple countries, olive production is at its lowest point in years, leading to severe shortages that are wiping out inventories weeks ahead of schedule. Some retailers have even started rationing their stock, placing purchase limits on canned olives, just to slow down the inevitable sellout. If you enjoy olives, or if you're a prepper who understands the importance of stocking high-calorie, nutrient-dense foods that have a long shelf life, you need to act now. As this crisis intensifies, canned olives are poised to become a high-priced luxury item, and once the general public catches on, shelves will be cleared instantly. The moment mainstream media starts reporting on the shortage, it will already be too late to secure a supply. Number 1. Canned coconut milk. Coconut milk is on track to become one of the most expensive and hardest to find canned foods on the market, and most people have no idea why. While other food shortages tend to hit traditional staples, the reality is that coconut milk is facing a perfect storm of supply chain collapse, extreme weather, and skyrocketing demand, making it a high-value prepper, essential that could disappear from store shelves at any moment. Coconut-producing regions are in serious trouble. Countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, and India, which account for the majority of the world's coconut production, are being battered by erratic weather patterns, severe flooding, and devastating storms. These climate disasters are wiping out entire plantations before farmers can even harvest crops, causing massive supply shortages that are rippling through the global market. And the problem doesn't stop there. Labor shortages in Southeast Asia are crippling the coconut industry. Skilled coconut harvesters, workers trained to climb and safely extract coconuts, are becoming harder to find. With younger generations shifting away from agricultural work and moving to urban areas, the industry is left with fewer experienced workers and rising labor costs, making coconut farming less profitable and far more volatile. Meanwhile, global demand for coconut milk is absolutely exploding. More people are incorporating it into their diets as a vegan dairy alternative, a staple in plant-based cooking, and a key ingredient in Southeast Asian, Caribbean, and Latin American cuisine. The surge in popularity has already led to periodic shortages and noticeable price hikes, but with supply chains failing to keep up, the situation is expected to worsen dramatically. But here's the real threat. Unlike other crops, coconut trees take years to regrow. If a major cyclone, drought, or disease wipes out a plantation, it could take a decade or longer to restore full production, making coconut milk shortages far more long-term and severe than other food crises. The supply chain is already stretched thin, and if just one more major disaster hits production in any of the key regions, canned coconut milk could vanish overnight. For preppers, this isn't just another pantry item. This is liquid gold in a can. It has a long shelf life, is incredibly versatile in survival cooking, and will only get harder to find as supply dwindles and demand keeps rising. If you wait until the crisis is obvious, it will already be too late to secure a stockpile. So there you have it. 5 canned foods that are rapidly increasing in value and could soon be nearly impossible to find. With global supply chains breaking down inflation, driving prices higher, and unpredictable weather wreaking havoc on agriculture, it's only a matter of time before these essential pantry staples become scarce or unaffordable. If you're serious about being prepared, don't wait until it's too late. We've seen this happen time and time again. Once the masses realize a shortage is coming, shelves are cleared out instantly and prices skyrocket overnight. Those who plan ahead will be the ones who avoid the panic and secure their food supply while they still can. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your feedback helps us keep the prepper community informed and ready for whatever comes next. Also, if you want more survival tips and food security strategies, subscribe to Prepper's Community and hit the notification bell, so you never miss a critical update that could help protect you and your family. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.